Here I am in my show you my leg pillow. Uh, That's a pillow that keeps my spine straight when I sleep. I don't have an issue uh, with. I guess the best way to describe it is because I'm a side sleeper by nature for now. But because I'm a side sleeper, my and because this mattress is pretty old, um, I have a tendency to my neck and back are out of alignment, so I have that to compensate for what's lacking um, in terms of spinal support. So that's a way to start a video. I was trying to show you my bed and I showed you that. But I wanted to mention that I did see and understand, I think, what you were showing with uh, the pictures. There's a lot I can say. But I'll just say what I just said and leave it at that. um, the nursing home was interesting today. I played a lot of songs that were new. And what's funny is sometimes, because there's certain times where, yeah, I'll mention it that way. Because there's certain times where um, I play certain songs for them that they like. And so sometimes they're used to those songs more. But then when I play new songs, they're like, they don't want to hear them sometimes because they're so used to hearing the other ones. But today we switched it up. So my mom came up with a suggestion. Was it yesterday or today? I feel like it was yesterday. Yeah, because she was asleep before I left. So yesterday my mom mentioned that I should try to do something women's history related because of the fact that um uh you know, this is of course Women's History Month. So I said, well, since this is the last Wednesday of Women's History Month, we'll have um songs by all female artists. And to make it fair and even, I said, or we can have male groups or solo artists that are singing about a female. And so I was like, let me just start out the song. Let me start out first. And so I think, what was the song first song I played? Oh, I asked who wanted to go first. I'll take that back. I asked who wanted to go first. Somebody said Shaka Khan's, hold up, no. That's what happened. Instead of, so I asked somebody, I asked just randomly, I was like, anybody have a first song? And then one of my uh, participants was like, what did he say? He said some song that was not at all the guidelines I had set. And so I was like, did you hear anything that I just said? I was like joking with him, but I was like, it has to be a female or, just like what I said. And he was just like, okay, well, and somebody was just like, Shaka Khan. I was like, okay, cool. And he was like, all right, we'll play Sweet Thing. So I played Sweet Thing for him. And then from there, let me see if I can remember. I know I played Cheryl and Shake It Up Tonight. Then after that, I think I chose Evelyn Champagne King, Love Come Down. And then I chose, and then I asked the group again what they wanted to hear. And I think somebody was like, Oh, I asked them if they wanted to hear Alicia Keys. That was another song. After Chaka Khan, I was like, "Do you guys want to hear some Alicia Keys?" And they said, "Sure." And so I said, "You want a faster song or slow song?" They said, "We'll make it up tempo." So I was like, "Okay." So I chose the song "Heartburn" off of the Diary of Alicia Keys album, and um, I also chose. I was gonna play Whitney Houston, but I didn't have enough time. Um, Trying to think of at least two more, but for some reason I'm having a hard time thinking of them. I played Angel by Anita Baker, and I played One Gentleman Wanted to Hear Eddie Levert. And I was like, okay, let me see if I can find something related to Eddie that's female related. So I looked up the OJs and I found Darling, Darling, Baby, must be, you're my darling, darling, baby. And so I played that for them. They liked that song a lot. They liked Angel by Anita Baker as well. And I also played, this is my highlight of the day. I also played, I was asking them what Patti LaBelle song they wanted to hear. And they said, um, I said, do you want to hear Love Me, Want You, If You Ask Me to, or, oh, what was the other song? Mm, I can't think of the other one. It's another popular song. But anyway, one of the patients, she wanted to hear On My Own with him and her, Patti LaBelle and George Michael. So while I was playing that song, one patient who has slight dementia or, medical, um, well, she has a memory issue, but she was mouthing the words. And I was so grateful to see that. Like, because most of the time she just kind of, sometimes she'll be awake, sometimes she'll be sleeping. Um, but she was just in a good mood today. And she's so calm and quiet. It's the cutest thing. She's so adorable. And so it was so cute to see her like that. And I was like, yes. So it made my day. And so that was the highlight of the day. Um, I, I, I'm kind of mad at myself because I could have took the opportunity to play DC3. Of course, I didn't take it, but at the same time, you know, there'll be other opportunities in the future. So yeah, um, but I did think about it once I got just now when I'm sitting in the bed. I was like, you know what? I could have played you. I could have played DCD, but I didn't. I'm just trying to keep the two separate. So, um, but yes, that was how today went. Came home, helped mom with a few chores here because the little ones are coming over this weekend. I got a large halo over my head right now. So the kids are coming over, I think on Saturday, but there's a possibility they may be coming over on Friday. We're trying to decide right now with our schedules in terms of the drop off and pickup time. So it's just, trying to get that all situated, but we're looking forward to seeing them. My nephew has a bottomless pit of an appetite. so we get him, and he loves uh, pineapple, cantaloupe, cucumbers, tomatoes. I'm just talking about without anything on them. Bananas. He likes watermelon, applesauce. His sister, she eats fruits as well, but she's a little bit more particular about certain things. She likes strawberries and cantaloupe, and applesauce as well. She also likes peanuts. We turned her on to peanuts, and so every time she comes over, it's the cutest thing. One time she was trying to learn how to break it open, and she tried so hard. She had parts of the peanut butter. She had parts of the peanut all over the island because she didn't really know how to break it open, non-messily, if that's a word, without making a mess. And but yeah, she likes them. I'm trying to think if she's had boiled peanuts. I know me and my brother like them. I don't think she's had boiled peanuts. She doesn't like. I had what are they called? Make sure I get the name right. I had kind of like toffee peanuts, if you want to call them that. What's the name? It's not oven roast. It's not honey roasted. It's kind of like toffee. Maybe it's called butter toasted peanuts. I feel like something along those lines, where it's like caramelized with sugar and butter, and I guess I don't know how they do it, but it's kind of a sweet taste. And I let her try it. She didn't like it, which was surprising because I know most of the kids' taste buds prefer to have sweet, but I don't think she liked that combination of the sweet sugar with the peanut on it. So I said, well, that's a good thing. At least she didn't like it. So one less dental bill, so that's a good thing. But we're also thinking about having cake and popsicles for them for my birthday, to celebrate my birthday, because I'm not going to be having ice cream. So I said, well, maybe we can have, we already have the pizzas here and everything for them to have once we finish making them. So we're going to get a cake, I think my mom said, tomorrow, and we'll have popsicles as well for them. So, we're getting them all ready for hopefully a nice weekend, hopefully have some fun, and hope the weather is nice. I don't know I didn't check the forecast yet, but I know they did say that it's supposed to be pretty chilly coming up, I think this weekend, if I'm not mistaken, and then it gets back up into the 60s and 70s by next week. So we just take each day as it comes. I do have work tomorrow morning, and I'm hoping that it goes well, because there's kind of a couple preliminary things that I have to do tomorrow to make sure that everybody's on the same page by next Tuesday. So, excuse me, I'm sorry about that. We're hoping that thank you for telling me it's there. I was like, I could feel it. I hope that everybody, I believe that everyone that is supposed to be in our class will have been finalized by next Tuesday. So I only say that because there's certain preliminary paperwork that all participants in the program have to do before they start with us. Before they can actually begin the program, really. So there's that, and then there's a physical assessment as well to kind of see where they are right now. And so I know there's at least to visualize it. At the moment, I can only think of two people. Well, one lady, she says she's not gonna be back. Sorry if my mouth is messed up. Excuse my mouth if it's messed up. I know one participant says she's not gonna be here till next Tuesday, so I can help her with that assessment. Then another one was missing, was absent on Tuesday when we did it. So I'm gonna see if I can have her to do it tomorrow if she comes. And then I think they were saying we might get a couple more people. So all together, I might have to help out with 3 people. And basically, what it is the background paperwork, and then like I mentioned, the physical assessment, which has like certain to see where they are in benchmarks. So I think there's like 5 or 6 questions, like how many push-ups can you do on a wall in a certain period of time, if you can walk heel toe, how far you can go in 10 seconds, how many steps can you make in 10 seconds, can you reach your toes, there's another exercise one. Let me see. Can you reach your toes, heel toe, push up off the wall. There was another one. I feel like there were 5 altogether. I can't think of all of them right now because I didn't even look at the paper. So my boss and the instructor I'm just hoping I can recreate what was done on Tuesday. I think I'll be okay, and I know that if I do have issues, I can talk to either one of them, so it should be fine. But yeah, so I have that tomorrow. Nothing, too intense. It's just, trying to make sure it's done correctly, because this is a very important program we have for our division. So, yeah, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow, but I'll let you know. I'm always excited to tell you how it goes. And I bought me a dress. A freakum dress. I don't know about... Oh boy. What I could say, but I'm not going to say. So I bought this dress. And I tried it on. It has the tags and everything still on it. I don't know. I'll let you see it. This is what it looks like. Well. But I tried it on, and it's a no-go. I tried, but I said no. I got it from the Goodwill over where I live. It has the tag on it and everything, as you can see. Okay, and this is the Goodwill tag. It's a small one, see? Tag on. But I said, no, that's okay. I'll pass. Dancer for money. Oh, I'm about to get in trouble. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the phone. All right. Mom, I said I'm on the phone. Mom heard me sing that song. She said, Ashley. Yeah. Ashley. Yeah. Are you on the phone? Yeah. well, I just went and got some Easter baskets, and then she just stopped. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Well, as it turns into our year 2026 on time stamp, I am grateful most of all for you. I'm grateful most of all for love and for ups and downs, hills and valleys. Peaks and valleys sounds better. Peaks and yeah, that's it. Peaks and valleys. um, lows and highs, everything, because it makes us appreciate um, everything, you know, and realize that things are not um, guaranteed, you know, but also that things are possible with love, with light, with truth, and with somebody. How do I want to say this? It's like you said, everybody needs somebody. Everybody wants somebody. Everybody needs somebody. You hear me? I want that body. So, all right. Hope you always know and believe and trust that nothing, nothing will stop us. Nothing can destroy us. We're conquerors. We've done so much, been through too much, been to all ends of the earth and still are here. And that shows favor and anointing. And that's what I'm grateful for most. Because that led me to you. All right, bro, I love you. Have a good night. All right. Talk to you tomorrow. Good night.